Uh, okay, so showing up can cost you, and it is very, very costly. Showing up, I know it has cost me my purpose. It has cost me in regards to how I show up at home, how I show up online. It costed me, and I had to make a decision. I had to learn how to let go of perfectionism. As you know, sometimes as a perfectionist, well, recovering perfectionist, I want to make sure everything's perfect before I put it out. And sometimes, no, majority of the time, that's not always the best way to go because you're not being your full self. You're focusing on the outcome instead of focusing on the impact, instead of focusing on the inside. How does it make you feel? And just put it out because as you put it out, it helps you progress. It helps you to get better in front of the camera. It helps you to get better when you're showing up on the lives. It helps you to get better when you're speaking to new people, you know. It's about, dying to your old self. How long are you going to hide your greatness? How long are you going to hide, the purpose, the power of what God has placed in you? And I had to really just die to my old self because I couldn't afford to have to live a life of doubt. Don't get me wrong, doubt will sometimes creep up because that will sometimes question, but is this content even good enough? Can I even post this out? How consistent that will come in because just like, okay, I want to post certain topics. I'm just like, okay, is this going to resonate? And then you start overthinking, and God is just like, don't overthink, just trust me, and lead me. And then there's a verse in the Bible that was about Exodus 13:17 where God leads them through God leads the Israelites through their season, and he places like pillars of clouds in the sky around for that to guide them. And it just reminded me that God is a constant guide. But are you inviting him into the process of when you're creating content? Are you inviting him into the process of when you are showing up or when you are starting a new thing? Because more than likely, sometimes we can fall into the line of controlling everything. And then God is just looking at us, waiting for us to invite him back in to say, okay, God, please, I need you. Can you guide me? But sometimes we just want to go ahead and just get it done and just you know, not include God. And then meanwhile, we go back into the loop of overthinking, doubt, not really showing up, hiding ourselves. But it's about, trusting God and allowing God to lead us, allowing God to lead our calling, our purpose, because sometimes not all the steps will be revealed until we start showing up. And I know for myself, I learnt to trust on God because I thought God was a bit distant, but I was distant. And I had to just call on him to say, God, I don't know what I'm doing here in regards to content. Because there was a point in my life where I wasn't really confident when it came to content. However, I showed up, I did the work, I was practicing over and over again. Now I don't have to practice as much, maybe just a few times to get myself comfortable and back into being in the front of the camera if I haven't recorded something. But your social media presence, your content presence is going to resonate. And rather than focusing on how perfect it will be, focus on the connection that you can have. Focus on the help that you can actually give. And some of you, or I don't know if you're struggling with posting that content, one of the quickest way to overcome that is create practical content. Just create tips and like tricks, and that will just help you get out there and not just, stuff that you can copy from someone else, but something that's actually helped you. More than likely, the stuff that you've been through is a guide for someone else. And sometimes we need to write it down to really bring out what it is what it is of how we can help others. And I will share with you oh, there's something going on. Yes. And I will share with you, or I'll share with you actually the trade-offs when it comes to showing up versus not showing up. And I'll be real with this. So not showing up with you is going to cost you momentum. It will delay your growth and your clarity. And I know if you are not putting in the steps, like it's almost like having a snowball effect. If you're not putting in the steps of building momentum, it's going to cost you. The second one, which is there's five of these. The second one is money. You can't make offers if you're hiding. If you're hiding behind your camera, if you're hiding and not really connecting via your content or showing up on lives, those offers won't be won't be able to be made just simply because you're not being yourself. People can smell when you're not being yourself. And I'm sure you can smell when you're not being yourself. And it's about, creating a space where you can be authentic and then the right people can find you. The right people will connect with you, message, comment, even DM you. The third one, which is connection. Your people can't find you if you're invisible. So show up, find a way to show up, find your avenue, find your rhythm, find a way to show up where you can maybe schedule content, whether you have like certain days that you post. Um, and just really be intentional about that. And the fourth thing, which is confidence. Every time you ghost your purpose, self-doubt grows louder. And trust me, I've been there. When I take a gap from doing like recording content, um, doubt will definitely try and creep in. Oh my God, I need to send some money. I said the T word. The T word rhymes with cry, but we don't say it here. So, um, self-doubt, take control of your self-doubt because self-doubt will try and jump into the driver's seat and take over. But release that to God, release that to God. The fifth thing, which is your voice, staying silent doesn't protect you, it shrinks you. So if you have a voice and you have a mouth, use it. Use what God has placed in you. And sometimes it might be messy when you're starting out, but just know it gets clearer as you take it step by step and just trust in God that He's leading you. Even if it's not correct or the right thing, you can always course correct it and put yourself back onto the right path of, okay, you know what, this didn't work here, but let me try speaking about X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And in regards to showing up, what it really gives you is progress. Even if it's messy, it will give you progress, it will give you movement. It's almost like petrol to keep you moving when you're driving a car. If there's no progress, there's no movement. So invest in just taking it step by step. The second one, which is real-time feedback. You get real-time feedback when you start recording the content. Not only you can ask feedback from other people, but also you can get feedback from yourself when you assess, okay, how did this content video do? Did it connect with anyone? Did anyone comment? Was there any engagement? Not necessarily that you should track the metrics around, how many people liked my stuff. No, but it's just more so, was this a quality content video that I posted? How did it help someone? etc. Number two, which is real-time feedback that sharpens your message. Oh, sorry. Number three, sorry, is connection with people who are actually looking for you. It creates a space for you to connect with the right people. There's some people that I've connected with online that I didn't even know that I could connect with just simply because I said, you know what, I'm going to show up. I'm going to um connect as well. Some people have messaged me and then we've created a lovely connection. And this is the power of social media. And when you create content that actually shows your character, because content isn't just about, yes, we're here to give t tips and your content might fall into the avenue of education, inspiration, empowerment, but it's about it's about the connection. Everyone's looking for connection on social media. But are you showing up as you to for them to connect with you? The fourth thing, which is confidence in your voice and purpose, it really develops your voice because how I was speaking this year, how I've been speaking this year was not how I was speaking early last year because I wasn't showing up. I had to develop my voice. As you develop your showing up, you develop your voice, you develop the confidence to speak up, develop the confidence to stand up in audiences, in person. If you're a shy person, you can overcome that as well. Because sometimes I could be shy um or reserved. But sometimes I have to remind myself, no, use your voice. God has blessed us with a voice, so use it. The next one, which is number five, clarity. Clarity creates consistency. Sorry, clarity will come through consistency. When you are clear, And you don't have to be clear on 10 steps ahead, but at least be clear on the first few. And then as you take a few steps forward, consistency starts to show up. And it's just like, okay, consistency will now help you have that competency to say, okay, cool, this worked. Okay, let me improve. And there's a big difference, when it comes to showing up. It's either you're in the bracket of performing to be perfect, or you are showing up to serve and be real. One is rooted in ego, and the other one is rooted in impact. And perfection says, let me look right, and looked perfect. And authenticity says, let me be real. And guess what? Mediocrity lives in pretending, and greatness lives in truth. So you need to decide, how will you show up? How will you show up today? How will you show up when you're recording content? How will you show up when you're going on lives? How will you show up when you're serving someone in your business, at work? How will you show up today? I'll share with you 5 ways to record content that connects and converts. Excuse my voice note. This is what helps me sometimes. If I'm busy and I'm busy with the kids, sometimes I'll just voice note it, because I will sometimes I want to write it out, and I don't have the opportunity. So and because I'm just like busy doing other stuff. But what I'll do sometimes is voice note, or if I'm in the car, I'll voice note. And that way I'm just recording, I'm practicing with my voice, I'm practicing my pronunciations, I'm practicing getting clearer, I'm practicing like not necessarily just showing up for others, but showing up for myself. And sometimes when you talk it out before you film, it feels more natural. You can almost now not overthink about what it is that you wanted to speak about, but it allows you to be raw. It allows you to just be yourself. And then when you actually get into recording live, then it's easier because you're not overthinking. You just have to record from a space from your heart, your spirit, from your mind, and just be clear. The second one, which is use prompts, keep a list of topics your people struggle with. That's one thing that has helped me. I have to think about, what are people struggling with? What are my clients struggling with? What are they struggling with? And that really allows me to tap into what they're struggling with, so that I can actually serve from a space of, okay, service. And rather than, oh, focusing, okay, I want to create income and just promote, but it's about connecting. How can sorry, connecting, which is how you can do that through prompts. And sometimes I'll frame it in a way where I'll ask questions, or sometimes I'll ask ChatGPT, create a list of questions that I can ask myself that will help someone that's struggling with a problem, a specific problem that's related to my industry. And that will just help you get clearer, and it will help you refine, it will help you to speak more directly to the person that actually needs your help. And even showing up. I was almost tempted, sad note, tempted to not show up, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, my voice is going. Um, my throat, I don't know whether this is a cold coming on. But I said, you still have to show up. Um, and the third thing, which is batch when you're in the flow. This has helped me so much. Batch when you're on the flow, ride the energy waves and don't force it, because there's times when like I'm busy. Again, I'm a mum of two. Also a business owner of Go Be You Be Human. And sometimes life can get busy, but that's not an excuse. Life is always happening. That's not an excuse. So use your energy time slots where you have a bit of time where your energy is high. Use that time to create and batch, because sometimes I'll just batch maybe 10, 15 videos, and those are like short form videos, so like maybe underneath a minute 20, or up to 3 minutes. I'll just batch them and blitz them, and like the Holy Spirit will just be speaking through me. And like, once you've batched that, it's just easier to not over schedule sometimes when you want to sit in front of the camera and then just talk. Sometimes when you catch yourself and create that space of time, and you just find a flow, it will come out more natural. You no longer have to worry about, okay, what content am I going to record? Because you've got content now. So batch when you're in the flow. and flow helps you create from a space of love, of genuineness, of fun, of creativity. The fourth one, which is create as you go. Document and don't overthink. Show up behind the scenes and not polish because more time when you create on the go, just random spurts, random moments, that helps to build your story. That helps you to put bits and pieces when it comes to editing your videos and stuff like that. It will help you show up. It will help you to get clear. It will help you to post that content that, excuse me, doesn't have to be perfect. And you can put together different stories. You can tell stories through your content. And then that's how people will connect because nothing has to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. And then number five, which is speak to one person. When you are recording in front of the camera and you are sitting in front, speak to one person, talk like you're FaceTiming your ideal client. And even if you're like, girl, I don't know who exactly who I'm speaking to yet, speak to the person that had the problem that you have overcome a few years back, or it doesn't have to be a few years, it could be last year, it could be the last month that you overcame something, or last week, and then share a genuine story that will help someone else. And then just know that, done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect, and post it messy because this content space is like a business and you kind of have to be strategic about what it is that you're posting about. But however, you learn how to be strategic when you start showing up, and then you can perfect, you can improve, you can get feedback, you can get clearer. So I just encourage you to really just show up and be yourself. And I know we're just running over time. And yeah, choose you today and really, really just show up. Because I know like me showing up has definitely helped me um to be myself. It's allowed me to connect with amazing individuals. It has allowed me to also create income and also create impact, which is what I stand for. I love creating impact. I love helping others, whether that's through photography, videography, the sheer buttercream, through like coaching as well. There's different avenues that I really, really just help love helping others. Um, and I just want to share with you as well. Let me just share my screen quickly. There we go. Let me know if you can see my screen. I'm not going to go through too much of this, but I just want to share with you. Where are we? There we go. So just remember that, your gift will make room for you as you start showing up, as you start rising up, as you start building. Show up because someone needs what you have, and they can't find you if you're not showing up. And if you don't have the shea buttercream, the Gladys cream, get your link. The link is there. Maybe I'll share the links after. And if you are not part of the rebuild, Come As You Are is coming very, very soon. It is coming very, very soon. And I believe there's still a promo happening where is it 50% off? Just let me know in the chat if it's 50%. I'm sure it is. But yeah, I think it's 50% off your ticket. If you don't have that, definitely get your ticket. Get your ticket because it's going to be very transformative. There's different packages and different tiers. So if you don't have your ticket, this is your time that will impact, it will help you to really, really just overcome. It will help you to grow. There's going to be a lot of real strategic tips and strategies helping that will be changing lives that day. So if you don't have your ticket, definitely get yours. I believe the discount code is gold 50. And then also here, share. Let me just go here. Yeah. So just yeah, keep on showing up and being you. And there's a few things that I'm working on. If you're not part of the rebuild as well. So I'm rambling. If you're not part of the rebuild, do connect with the person that connected you, or I can share the link here. Because the rebuild has definitely changed my life. It's allowed me to show up. It's allowed me to be my true authentic self. Nikki Sutherland has been a great mentor, a great leader, let alone Nikki Sutherland, but also the community. The ladies are empowering. Like there's a lot of banter, there's connection, there's real truth. So if you're not part of a community, definitely join. And it's something that I'm going to be starting back. So if you were part of the content circle that I created a while back, I'll be starting that very, very soon. So do join the group. Let me just share that with you. Da, 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 da. Oh, I'm just going to share the links that I was speaking about all here. Um, so it's going to be a cohort for 4 weeks where you could just, yeah, it's going to be content focus, content heavy focus. Um, and then if you're like, girl, I need some strategy, I need some tips, or in regards to like content and showing up, do book a call with me. I am offering some sessions. So yeah, here is all the links so I don't forget. And also the shea butter cream as well. But yeah, I just encourage you to just really just show up and just be yourself today. Be yourself in all areas of your life and invite God in. God, he's a leader, but are we allowing him to lead? And if you're not allowing him to lead, just invite him back in to really just lead back into your life, lead in all areas so that you can be your most authentic self without fear, without shame, without guilt. But I hope today has blessed you. If there's anything that resonates with you, do drop me a message. But yeah, have a wonderful, blessed day. And take care. Look after your health. All right. God bless. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.